Welcome to another map guide. This video is part of an ongoing series how to master every single map in the game, and I want to show you what's the best opening to have your first position that has proven the best from me in my over 100,000 games. I have certainly experimented a lot and I want you to learn from all my experience so you don't have to go through all the trial and error that I had to do on my own. By the way, the following content is a recording of a live stream that allowed every viewer to ask their questions. So if you want to ask your questions as well on the next map guides, then make sure to follow me on Twitch. The link is in the description down below. Starting green again, south spawn once more. There are several ways to approaching this. Let's start with a light tank first. Obviously, you could get into the middle for first spots, but most light tanks don't have a lot of armor. So I would not go for this move. And you might be surprised by this a little bit, but I would rather get into that position. Oh, that's a heavy tank. Let me take a light tank. I would rather get into that position because it allows me to have a bush there. You can shoot anyone that is pushing up on B and you can just have cross shots. If you're moving a bit back from the bush, you can even stay unspotted while shooting. And with a batshit, that's awesome. You can just put in a whole clip sometimes into some enemies crossing or trying to push over onto B. Also, you can have shots onto the C side and then you can decide to either stay or relocate, and sometimes you're just having great time farming from that position. Or just do this with a fast tank. With a medium, it might also work out. Another good position for lights, mediums that don't have a lot of armor, also autoloaders, is getting into this position over there, because from over there you are having first spots on enemies that are crossing over here trying to move towards base B, and you can have some first shot. But after you shot, fall back, get unspotted, because there might be some TDs over there or even over there that could be unspotted and aiming for you already. So just shoot once, get unspotted, shoot again. You can have shots onto the enemies that are pushing over there. If they're getting too aggressive, you can even just fall back a bit, shoot them again. If you are not having anyone against you on A, you can move up here. And I would not take the base, don't think so. I would just move up there, because from over here I'm having a much better angle at shooting the B cap. And if I'm not getting counted, I can even move up to this position. I'm still hull down over there, and I can shoot through the bridge there. I can shoot beneath the bridge. If the enemies are dropping back a little bit, I can just shoot them, and they can potentially not even see me because their turret is just covered by the bridge, and I can just shoot their back there. And this is just an awesome move to just get over there, then shoot the enemies through the bridge here. Most likely they will try to run. Otherwise, I could still decide to just move up here. I would be hull down again, can shoot them. I can really shoot them down. I'm a lot safer than if I went for B at the start, and I can just flank around, kill the B area here. And even that, just one thing to be aware of is enemy TDs over there or some campers over there in that area. If that is the case, you are first of all hull down over there. After shooting down this area, you can decide to just drop down and get hull down over here. Try to kill the campers over there if the enemies are mostly on the C side. Otherwise, if there are too many guys in front of you, just relocate, get back, try to fight for B like this, or even like this, get behind those guys on B, or even just relocate all the way towards base C. Because those campers, they will not move, they can be ignored. For heavy tanks, I said already, autoloaders are also really nicely suited for that. If you're having a bit more armor on mediums, for example, or even heavy tanks, you can certainly get towards base B, but without gun depression and armor, it's useless. And otherwise, a good option might be moving towards base C, but from my experience it's a bit riskier. So you can do that, of course, you can get towards base C, but there's a long way to get there. And you might get stuck there if you don't have a lot of backup, and you might have a lot of enemies to face you. So I don't like this move too much. So what I rather do if I'm playing a super heavy, for example, is going down over there and just trying to push out B from the left side. Just getting behind them, push these guys out, then try to move forwards, kill the campers over there, or just turn around here and just do whatever I can afterwards. So yeah, let's maybe just draw that down. Super heavy route is down there. Armored gun depression tank on B. Apart from that, right side, I'm not sure if I should even draw that down. You can have nice games over there, but it can also be very frustrating and you're not able to do much. I don't like this side, so I rather avoid it. Mostly I just take these positions, and for TDs, there's another really nice position. That would be this bush. Be careful about enemies going for C. You will have to rotate early, but you can have, from this position, you can have nice shots onto the B cap like this. And if there is too much ahead of you, rotate, get over to A, run away, just do your thing, whatever you can. Just stay alive, but be careful about that to rotate early on. So those are my favorite positions here for this map. With a TD, you could also go for this spot, like as I said, autoloaders, mediums, some heavy tanks, TDs. They can get over there, but TDs are obviously not as fast at relocating. So I really like going for this position with a turret, a TD like FE4-5 or the Griller, because you're just having the accuracy of and mobility of just putting early shots into anyone on B. And mostly enemies will then just fall back and try to push, so you will have to relocate and yeah, do everything else. Okay, let's go for the other side. I would not go for B from the other side. You can do this. You can obviously do this, and you can just have a lot of shots there and can farm a lot of damage, but you risk just getting pushed, as I was just showing here. If there are enemies pushing around like this, and there are still TDs over there, some heavies over there, you might not be able to get out of this alive. So you can go for first spot here, but if there is no camper behind you over there, I would not go for this. Only if your teammates are going for A, which I usually do not recommend, because just look at this. Here there is a house over there, there is the rock over there is a house over there is a house over there, and a train over there. All of that is cover when moving towards base C. On this side, there is this house, and that is it. There is no cover at all, so if the enemies are going for B and having some guys over there, they can just have lots and lots of shots onto you when crossing over to base A. So I really do not recommend going for A from the north spawn here. And if your teammates are not going for A, I would not go for B, because you're not covered from the side then. If your teammates are really going for A, you can still join them and try to quickly cross over there with a fast tank. If you're not having a fast tank, you can drop down beneath the bridge here into this bush, try to shoot in that position at the start, and then maybe either try to shoot anyone over here, or just push forwards, get behind this hill, and try to push up here to kill the A area, so you gain some map advantage. But again, that's not what I prefer to do, so I would usually just move towards base C. With mediums, light tanks, heavy tanks, I would move towards base C, and just from over there, you can have spots over there. First thing I would want to do is shoot down the TDs, because they are really well covered in a bush there. But if someone is moving into the corner, try to kill that guy in the corner. Again, when your team is moving towards base C, there is a high ground in C, and once you are in C, you can see that if you are here, you can have shots like this with your teammates. If you have like a team being set up like this, you can shoot down the enemies like this. Same goes from the other side. If you are having teammates over there, all the way over there, and some guys in the corner, you can shoot down anyone in horrible crossfire. If you're not having the corner, then you're in this position with all your teammates and you will definitely lose this side. So try to win the corner, not at all costs. If you would die for this, then just run away and try to fight for the other side. But the first thing I would do is just get into this position. There you even have a bush. Try to shoot TDs. Try to punish or kill anyone moving into the corner. It's mostly just one guy. With an autoloader or just some slower tanks, or you can also, or some TDs that don't have like a lot of armor, you can get into this position over there, which allows you to just shoot enemies that are crossing into the corner. Quite an important role also that I also like going for with a medium sometimes, if I'm not the fastest one that can spot aggressively over here. So it's just those two positions. Those are all the positions that I'm going for on this map from the north spawn, if I have the option of having some backup here in this area. After that, if I have managed to kill some heavies over here, I would just try to drop down here to be covered off the TDs that are potentially still camping behind. Always got to be aware of that. And then I would just in cover move up, like there's still the house here. I would try to get behind this house here, because from this house, even if I'm a medium tank, my teammates are in the middle here. From this house, it's the same as this position. You can shoot B just over there. Everyone being over there, if you manage to get there with a medium, everyone over there is fully exposed to you. You can just kill everyone in that area. They will have to run away from you. They can do nothing against you. You are hull down over there and you're having the house to cover you. In the best case, you know that there is no TD in front of you anymore. You can also do this with an autoloader. Maybe then I would just, if some teammate is already going for the corner, you don't have to get there as well. So you can also push over there, and you can already, from that position, you can also shoot the corner and then move forward, take cover behind the house, shoot that area, and then you decide to either kill the TDs over there or just rotate back to just get over here and try to kill the B area. Something like that. Of course, you can also, if you're moving up here and not being that fast, especially with a TD, you can just stop here for a moment, try to shoot someone on B. Even with a medium heavy tank, I would always pre-aim B in case someone is going super aggressive. If anyone is capturing base B, you can shoot them even if they don't get spotted. Just have to shoot the right spot here. Just a little bit covered there. You can always shoot them if you are in that corner over here or wherever. Okay, quick look at the chat if there were any questions. Okay, it's totally the opposite of what your teammates are doing. Yeah, may happen. But as I try to prepare you here, there are always different options available, and you cannot insist on taking any of those positions if it is not working out. Those are just most likely to work out, and any of those will be available. That's for sure. You just have to adjust to each position there. Okay. Next map, I would say. It looks weird that I'm only having 2 positions over there, but that's really it for me. That's all I do here. Next map.